He may just have a connection with the nail master. Hey my beautiful peeps, if you're new here, my name is Char and welcome to Char TV. For my existing subscribers, I appreciate you coming on back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a recap on episode 3 of The Single Life. It's called What Happens in Vegas. And of course, I'll be discussing the individuals that I usually do. So if recaps are something that you're loving, hit the red button and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. Also, if you'd like to help me improve my channel, you can feel free to send me a super thanks. I greatly appreciate it. On to the recap. I'll be starting with Veronica. Today, Justin and Veronica are off to their second date for rock climbing. He did enjoy their first date, but thought it was a little awkward that Tim was waiting in the house for Veronica. He questions why was he even there and what were his motives behind that. He does want to address it, but wants to do so when the time is right. They arrive at rock climbing and Veronica is struggling at first, but then she gets the hang of it. She probably did a lot better than I would, let me tell you. After rock climbing, they decide to sit down and have some smoothies. I think the chat is about to happen.
I've been wanting to talk to you about that stuff, but obviously I wanted to wait till we were in person. It bothered me that he was just kind of there waiting. He's just like, all right, well, I guess I'll show you out. I'm just like, where was your interjection?
Well, it was very uncomfortable and I just wanted it to be over.
Are there boundaries? Do you have boundaries set?
No.
All right. Okay.
He understands that Tim is Chloe's dad and that he was involved in Veronica's life, but he didn't know it was to that extent. Yeah, it's a bit too much. Veronica explains to him that Tim is one of her nearest and dearest friends. She tells him anything and everything, but she is worried that this is gonna be a deal breaker for Justin. Let's hope it's not. Tim has been an issue for her in her past relationships, and the way things are going, she may not have a third date with Justin. She further explains that they do co-parent, but they do have their independent relationships. And that Tim was at home just to make sure that she got home okay. He's always had her back. She does realize that it was super weird that he was there and she didn't want him to be there, and that she probably should have said something to Tim. Justin does appreciate that she said that, but feels like some boundaries need to be set. I do agree with him. Veronica does agree and says that she'll speak to Tim about it. He drops her home and walks her to the door and gives her a smooch. Well, it's a darn good thing that Tim wasn't lurking in the bushes somewhere. Today, Veronica is off to a coffee shop to meet Tim, to have the boundaries talk. She's not looking forward to it, but she's hoping that boundaries can be set and they can move forward. She fills him in on the date and mentions that Justin had brought him up being at the house and boundaries.
But what do you mean? What boundaries is he talking about?
About like you being in my house when he came home. I think he was mostly upset about the fact that like when it was time to go, you were like, come on, I'll walk you out. And I didn't say anything. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. He just feels like we should have boundaries. Yeah.
I get it.
Tim had to be honest and say that now things are coming to the point where they knew it was going to be a problem because it always has been a problem. They can be friends, but they don't have to hang out and talk daily. And also that Chloe is older now, and before they could use that as an excuse, whereas now they can't so much to the people that they're dating. Tim pointed out that on both ends of their relationship, that it was always brought up when dating. And of course, that's because they're in each other's lives a whole lot. He said that it's not like they can't be friends, they're just gonna have to distance themselves from one another.
I don't understand how in Tim's mind, me bringing up boundaries means space. I was just saying, hey, don't be in my house unannounced. We've been friends for 14 years, putting distance between Tim and myself. That's ridiculous. I want you to be a part of my life. What happens a few months down the road if this guy and I break up and then I'm stuck alone again?
But you won't be.
But like, you have literally always been that person that has had my back, that I know that I can count on.
Tim said, well, that's the problem. It's too much. Doesn't she have any other friends besides Tim that she can talk to and hang out with? Tim said that they need to start acting more like exes. It seems like Veronica wasn't really happy with that. Do you agree with what Tim had to say? Comment down below and let me know. And that is everything for Veronica. On to Debbie. It's the morning after Debbie's steamy night session, and she's on cloud 9 because she finally got some yummy and more than once. We just gonna skip over the details of that now. It's her 70th birthday and she wants to enjoy. Later on, her friends are throwing her a birthday party, so they'll get to meet Tony, and she's hoping that her friends are going to like him. It's her first birthday without her son. They haven't spoken to one another since the big fight. They both haven't contacted one another, and she's feeling heartbroken about that. But she does now have a wonderful man in her life, and she just wants to enjoy her time with him. She hasn't felt this way since her late husband. Aww. I'm so glad that she found somebody that makes her happy. She does want her friends to tell her the truth because she feels like because of the chemistry between her and Tony, it might be clouding her judgment. Later that day, they meet up with her friends.
Hi guys. Hey you. Hi Tony.
Hello.
Audrey. Hi Marina. How you do?
Hello.
He's got warm hands. Nice
Hello.
to meet you.
He does have warm hands.
Doesn't have warm hands. So, hey, old lady, how do you feel being 70? I feel really, really good because I got some really special birthday presents.
Her one friend Audrey said that it's annoying seeing her giggle like a high school girl. Lady, stop being a hater and let that woman be. Let her live. Even though it might be annoying. Dawn said that they want to make sure that he's here for the right reasons because Debbie has had bad luck in the past. Audrey asked Tony what his intentions are with Debbie. He said, well, it depends on how things go. Audrey said to him, well, don't you hurt her now because we'll come after you. And Marina said, yeah, we have our passports. They mean business. Then Dawn's phone starts to ring and says that she has a surprise for Debbie.
Hello, Mom. This is your son, Colt.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
thank you. I appreciate that, really, I do.
The therapist told me that we should try to meet, talk about our differences and everything.
I think that would be good.
I would like that a lot.
Okay, absolutely.
Colt wished her happy birthday and said that he wants to work through their differences. She said, thank you, sweetheart, and said that she loves him. At that point, Debbie broke down into tears and Tony comforted her. That was really sweet. On with the birthday celebrations, and Debbie is having a great time. Tony is leaving the next day, so they're gonna have a conversation as to how things are going to go once he goes back home to Canada. And that is everything for Debbie. On to my guy, Caesar. Caesar is about to step into the meet and greet, and he's feeling anxious because the other guys are a lot more successful than he is. So he feels that the ladies are going to choose them instead of him.
Welcome our guys. Tim from Belgium, Gary from California, Brian from Boston, and Caesar from the USA.
And now we just say hello?
Yeah, you can just
Hi,
go
ladies.
Things are getting a little awkward because the guys are standing there and it seems like they don't even know what to do. Poor Caesar, he just looked lost. He finally sits down at the table and introduces himself, and he asks the ladies what are they looking for. One lady said that she's not looking for anything or anyone, she's just choosing. Okay, next. He asked the ladies if they want to ask questions, and one lady said to him, well, why do you want a wife that's from Ukraine? And he said because he tried to find someone in the US, but nobody wanted him. He's not feeling too confident right now and hopes that the other men don't win the ladies' hearts. One of the guys suggested that the ladies should share things about themselves, and then him and Caesar will do the same. Let's get this party started. The one guy in the blue suit, he was starting to steal the show because he was showing off his dance moves.
Jerry dancing felt like he was trying to do a really bad imitation of the moonwalk.
See now, Jerry, that was smart. He made sure that all eyes were on him, even though he was a little bit stiff. That was smart. Now, Caesar, Take off your top hat, loosen up a little bit, and do your thing. He's now worried that he's gonna go back to the States alone. It's Caesar's turn to introduce himself. He tells the ladies that he's a nail technician. And one of the ladies said that she's a nail master and she does eyebrows too, which so does Caesar. So they have something in common. Ooh, that might just be a match. Now he's starting to feel more confident. He's feeling great. And he might want to get to know her better. You got this, Caesar. He goes to another table to talk to more ladies.
Hello.
Very beautiful crepe.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Can I try?
Yeah, try.
Friends?
Yeah, we're friends. Hello, I'm brother.
Caesar right here.
Yeah, I see everybody's so beautiful and smiles. That's nice, yeah.
You nervous?
No, I'm okay. I'm ready for love.
Wow.
He's having a great time and he's gone back to the lady that he had something in common with. They chat for a little bit and then he heads off to get a drink and talk to the matchmaker. She explains to him how things are going to proceed and will talk to the ladies to see if any are interested in Caesar. He hopes that he did enough to really impress the ladies. And that is everything for Caesar. That, my beautiful peeps, concludes my recap. I hope that you enjoyed it. On to my final thoughts real quick. Tiffany wasn't in this episode. She is one of the individuals that I'll be discussing. Hopefully we'll see her next time. For Veronica, I'm glad that they had their chat and they're gonna cool off just a little bit. I hope now going forward that dating will go a lot better for her since her and Tim won't be so involved with one another. For Debbie, I love how Tony comforted her because some men, not all, some men when a woman cries, they get kind of uncomfortable and they're not sure what to do. So it was nice to see that Tony was comforting her right away. He seems like a pretty cool guy. I hope so anyway, for her sake. But like Audrey said, nobody is perfect. So it's something that she should definitely keep in mind, even though she is on cloud 9. And I'm also glad that her and Colt are going to work things out. As for Caesar, I'm so glad that he decided to loosen up and just have a good time. He may just have a connection with the nail master. That's everything that I have to say about the episode. Let me know your thoughts on it, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't. Put your comments down below. I'd love to see it. If you enjoyed my recap, give me a thumbs up. I'd also like to see that too. And like I said before, if you haven't subscribed, hit the red button and join the family. Thanks for watching, my beautiful peeps, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!